has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Okoye. Room here to... There he goes, left side. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a give inside for Okoye. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Okoye. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It'll buy some time right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Behind. 180. 180.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, it's 2nd down. The Bengals had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Up the middle they run, Okoye.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 41 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 72 yards.
And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch is made, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. To throw again on second down.
Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And He's got Hurst as tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes on the move to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Oh, look at the juke. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A first and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Rolling to his right.
That finds Smith-Schuster. Nice grab. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he coughed it up.
ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Completes it to Hardman. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
He's got a man, complete. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's Mahomes again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. First down, here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Again, it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now on first down.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1970.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Burrow on play action. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a draw play. It's Okoye. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Okoye.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side.
Oh, he fakes the spike.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of...
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came...